check, 1, 2. Pick it up probably after the anthem, which I assume is next. Right. Yeah. Well, once we do our ceremonial. Yep. Gotcha. Be sure to work in that we're presented by the U.S. Air Force as well.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Adams Stadium for this interscholastic contest between the Shamrocks of Catholic Central and the Warriors of Brother Rice. Catholic Central and Brother Rice hope to be about good people and the right spirit of competition. We ask all spectators to help both schools in their efforts to play this game in an environment of educational athletics. Your cooperation and support of these values is appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have with us up in the booth, special guest from WCSX, Brother Rice class of 69 graduate, Ken the Cajun One Galbraith.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a tradition in the Catholic League that we pray before the competition. Please stand now for the Lord's Prayer. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Please remain standing. Remove your hats unless you're a member of the military, as we perform our national anthem, sung by Ms. Kelly Rayo.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly reigns at the twilight's last gleaming with broad stripes and bright stars through the
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a historic day here in Detroit, Michigan, on the campus of Wayne State University, where for the 54th time in the last half century, Brother Rice and Detroit Catholic Central will renew their rivalry on the football field. Good afternoon once again, everyone. My name is Brian Henry, and thank you to all of our viewers here on iHigh.com viewing this great American rivalry series kindly presented to us by the United States Air Force. Brother Rice out of Birmingham, Michigan, entering today's game at 3-3. The Shamrocks, the consensus number 1 ranked team in the state of Michigan, out of Novi, Michigan. Again, Catholic Central at 6-0. Brother Rice won the toss today. They deferred to the second half, so they will kick off, and the Shamrocks will receive the football. Again, this week, Brother Rice celebrating its 50th anniversary as a school, so the energy around this game has been spectacular. Over 8,000 expected here at Adams Field this afternoon, here on this Sunday afternoon at Wayne State. Kicking for Brother Rice is going to be number 23, Adam Gorski, a senior out of Troy, Michigan. Also a member of Brother Rice's soccer team and an all-Catholic point guard on their basketball roster. Brother Rice coached by the legendary Mr. Al Fracassa. Starting at Brother Rice at 1969, Catholic Central with Tom Mack. And we are underway here at Wayne State. Gorski's opening kickoff out of the end zone. And we are underway. Catholic Central will start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line, and the Shamrocks' offensive lineup will look like this. Their quarterback will be senior number 11, Mike Burney. In the backfield, a trio of running backs will cause plenty of trouble. Number 38, Anthony D'Arcangelo. Number 36, Justin Messner. And number 35, Justin D'Agostino will be the feature three backs as CC comes out in their patented T backfield. First play from scrimmage, they'll hand off, working out off tackle. That's D'Arcangelo. He gets to the sideline and is driven out of bounds at the 26-yard line. CC famous for their power running game, and they will run a variety of sets that will challenge the Warriors up front, as they will mainly work out of the power INT formations. Rounding out the rest of the Catholic Central starting lineup at tight end, number 86, George Duraney. At the other tight end, number 83, Matthew Donath. At center, number 75, Jordan Gates. At guard, John Lawless, number 68. Number 51, Brandon Tamaro is the center. 62, Matt Godin, the other guard. And Nathan Wilkins, the other tackle. They'll hand off up the middle this time. Big running room there for number 35, D'Agostino. He's across midfield to the 45-yard line and is dragged out of bounds by number 38 of the Warrior defense. That is Jimmy Pickens. 1st and 10, Catholic Central, and you see why that power running game causes so much trouble. Starting for Brother Rice on defense, their stud defensive end, number 54, Connor Hart, committed to play at Vanderbilt later this year. 6'2", 255 pounds. At the other end, sophomore John Ruski, number 48, defensive tackle, number 72, Levi Richards. At the other defensive tackle, number 61, Robert Trask, their middle linebacker. Tim Jumbo Hamilton will wear number 33. The other linebacker, number 50, Dylan Irvin. Number 28, Michael Bouchard rounds out the weak side linebackers. And the back four will be number 21, James Hendricks at one corner, number 3, Eddie Kidd at the other. And the safeties will be number 4, Travis Ferguson, and number 20, Loran Jadu. An injury timeout here. As you see, everyone is at a knee on the sidelines. It appears D'Agostino was shaken up as he was driven out of bounds on that play, but going to walk off the field on his own power. Again, the biggest challenge for Brother Rice today is going to be, well, not the biggest challenge, the biggest point of the game is going to be their ability to slow down Catholic Central's rushing game, which makes up the vast majority of their offense, but it's not just as simple as slowing it down. This is one of the better running teams, not just in the state of Michigan, but in the country from a high school standpoint. Catholic Central leads this spectacular rivalry, 27-25-1. Entering today's game, their 54th meeting all time. They have won after a 5-year winning streak by the Warriors. Catholic Central ended that a year ago as that game was played at CC with a 24-7 victory. First and 10 now from the 45-yard line. CC will come back, and they are stopped right at the line of scrimmage by a host of Warriors. Look like number 54, Connor Hart, in on that one. It'll be that defensive penetration that'll be needed by the Warriors in order to slow down CC. Bernie lines up under center, a 6'1 senior. He'll fake the handoff and keep her on the left side. Bernie's got a blocker in front of him, makes a man miss, and steps out of bounds at the 37-yard line. A nice gain there on second down. It'll lead for a 2nd and 2. Catholic Central, as we mentioned, always a strong running game, but one of the nice wrinkles they have in their offense this year, as they have had at times in the past, is Bernie is a terrific runner and has the ability, as you saw in a play right there, to carry that, fake that handoff on the inside and carry around the outside end. And Brother Rice's corners and defensive ends will have a very difficult day in front of them judging who has the football in that backfield. 3rd and 2 now for the Shamrocks. They'll hand up in the middle there. That's number 35. D'Agostino powering forward, and he is right at the marker. And it appears we will likely have a measurement here. And that will be marked a first down. Again, welcome to everybody watching on iHigh.com. We really appreciate you tuning in to watch Brother Rice and Catholic Central here at Wayne State University in Detroit, Michigan. Adams Field, the site of today's game. And again, this is all part of the Great American Rivalry Series presented by the United States Air Force. So CC very deliberate on this opening drive. Off tackle, and a sweep by their quarterback, and they are already down in Brother Rice territory, 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. They'll hand off on the inside here. That's number 35, Justin D'Agostino, and he is brought down for a gain of 3. Johnny Rushke and Connor Hart in on the tackles. We mentioned it in our open. Hart committed to go to the SEC and play at Vanderbilt next season. Rushke, the other defensive end, just a sophomore for the Warriors, one of 3 sophomores on this varsity team. We'll see the other 2 on offense. 2nd and 8 now for CC. Bernie, he'll now boot out to his right to throw. Got a tight end open, and he overthrows him. Number 86, George Duraney, the intended target there, and he had room to run in front of him, but unfortunately, Bernie unable to connect. So that'll bring up the first 3rd and long of the day for the Shamrocks. And that is what CC can do so effectively. It's as cliche and as simple as it gets, and you'll hear us say it plenty today. But that ability to run the football so strongly, and you have to respect play action, gives their tight ends wonderful opportunities to get open in space. And right there, you saw Duraney get open to the sideline, but Bernie just could not complete it. So CC showing an interesting wrinkle here. They'll come out in a shotgun. Two tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Motion to the right. They'll fake a handoff. Bernie now will keep her on the left-hand side. Gets a block, and he has room down the sideline. Bernie is driven out of bounds. He fumbled it, but that ball fumbled immediately out of bounds. He was hit there by number 20, Laurent Jadou, but that is a fantastic play and a big first down there for the Shamrocks as they keep the drive going. Folks, you will not see CC line up in a shotgun formation too often. But a nice little wrinkle they clearly brought into today's game. And Mike Bernie makes Brother Rice pay. The Brother Rice defense, just because of the pounding they are going to sustain today. The power they're going to sustain today, it is important that you can get off the field on 3rd downs like that one. CC able to keep this drive going. 1st and 10. Dive inside to the fullback. He is hit there by number 50 on the inside. That's Dylan Irvin. And brought down.
35, D'Agostino on the carry.
D'Agostino on the carry there for Catholic Central.
Dylan Irvin running down.
Now this rivalry always intense, but it has an interesting dimension this year, not just the 50th anniversary of Brother Rice High School, which we'll touch on later, but just from a standpoint of postseason implications. Catholic Central comfortably already in the playoffs at 6-0 here in Michigan, 6 victories, an automatic qualifier. But for Brother Rice, off to a rough start when they started the season. They are 3-3 and need to win out in order to guarantee themselves a spot in the MHSAA state playoffs. So it is certainly a win-or-die situation for the Warriors. They'll hand off out of that shotgun again. And sweeping around the end, tackled by a host of Warriors there. Number 38 on the carry for Catholic Central, Anthony D'Arcangelo. A 5'11", 185-pound sophomore. Jimmy Pickens brought him down in the tackle, and that'll bring up another third down. CC has converted 2 already on this drive. And a big one here if the Warriors can hold the Shamrocks to only 3 points. CC looks like they're checking a couple tight ends back in the game, and they will go back to their power set here. Already 7 minutes and 5 seconds left in the first quarter. A time-consuming drive by the Shamrocks in that T formation. Bernie takes the snap, fakes the dive. Now he'll give in the middle, and runner is taken down. It appears at the 5-yard line and will be about a half yard short. D'Arcangelo got the carry. It looks like it'll be about a half yard short of the first down. So Coach Tom Mack has a decision here for CC. Go for the first down / score or settle for 3 points. 6 minutes and 33 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. A wildly impressive drive by the Shamrocks as they have controlled the clock. The Brother Rice offense will have a big series next up, and it appears CC is going to go for it. Well, this is their strength as a team. They can lean forward and get half yards, and they've done it for the better part of a century now in Michigan high school football. And we are going to get a dead ball foul. Looked like the tight end on the far side jumped off. That's That's George Duraney that jumped off sides there on the far side. Pardon me, that was 83, Matthew Donath that jumped off side. So a huge penalty there for CC. And that looks like it'll send the field goal unit on. And Brother Rice's defense benefits there from a mental mistake. On a kick for the Shamrocks will be number 35, Justin D'Agostino. He runs and kicks. Be about a 27-yarder. Snap is down. Kick is up and splits the uprights in Catholic Central. A long drive to start this one. Stalls out, though, inside the 5-yard line, and they will settle for 3 points. 5 minutes, 57 seconds remain in the first quarter. Catholic Central 3, Brother Rice 0. Touched on it earlier on this drive, and again, one of the dimensions of this that we touched on just a moment ago is the fact that this is Brother Rice's Golden Jubilee celebration. All week, the Warriors, for a school-wide celebration that has culminated in their traditional rivalry football game, the 50th anniversary of the high school that was founded in the fall of 1960. Brother Rice didn't start varsity football until 2 years later, until they had a junior class come in the fall. But ever since that time, and Catholic Central began inviting them to their traditional Boys Bowl game that's been played at a variety of venues, but most traditionally at Wisner Stadium in Pontiac. Also saw time at Keyworth Stadium and Hamtramck, and even Tiger Stadium down in Detroit, while that still stood. These two have been two of the best programs in the state of Michigan. Brother Rice, 7 MHSAA state titles. Catholic Central not to be outdone with 11 themselves. And by the way, they are the defending Division I state champions this year, and very much look like they will be a formidable team to do it again and repeat. Shamrocks will kick off. That's D'Arcangelo. He'll run one down the center of the field. It's grabbed there at the 17-yard line and will be brought up. Nice moves there made by number 20 of the Brother Rice Warrior roster, Laurent Jadot, and he gets Brother Rice to some excellent field position to start. Well, for as powerful as Catholic Central is, Brother Rice's offense can be creative and can do a lot of different things over the years. Their quarterback will be senior, number 15, Tyler Lenzine. Their running back, their all-everything player. You've seen him on defense and offense, number 38, Jimmy Pickens. Austin Eccles will handle many of the fullbacking duties. We'll get to the rest of the lineup in just a moment. Brother Rice comes out in an ace formation. Lenzine will use motion on the play. Hands off Pickens, looking to get outside. He'll get to the corner, 45-50, and drilled out of bounds there by number 35 of the Shamrocks, Justin DiAgostino. Got a feeling we'll be calling his name plenty today. A new formation there for the Warriors as they show 9-yard gain, and they're going to call it a first down. A 10-yard gain there for Jimmy Pickens. The rest of that starting lineup for the Warriors, the receivers, Nick Dunn and Devin Church. Dunn wears number 12, Church wears number 1, and you'll see him in the backfield quite a bit today as well. Junior tight end, Joey Warner wears number 44, and their offensive line. We'll get to you in just a second. Rice now in a shotgun spread look. Lenzine will use motion once again. Trips now to the right, looking for a slant route over the middle, and he has got James Ogden on the catch there for a 12-yard gain. First down, Brother Rice. So the Warrior, Ogren, not Ogden, Matthew Ogren on the catch there, the 6'4", 205-pound senior. The Brother Rice offensive line will look like this. At center, number 57, Taylor Meeks. At right guard, Clayton Weisborn, number 65. At the left guard, number 76, Alex Oles. Tackle, Dylan Anderson, number 67. And the other tackle, number 73, Tommy Schneider. Now a wishbone formation, a fake dive, and Lenzine will follow, and he'll get a nice gain of about 5 yards there. So Brother Rice showing a variety of formations, showing an ace set, shotgun on their second play, and then play a little power football as well. A very diverse offensive attack Brother Rice showing today. And again, we can't stress enough, as do or die of a situation as you can possibly have. The Warriors enter the game 3-3. Severe underdogs to many of the pundits out there, but again, that's why they play the game. Rice will come back out in that in that wishbone formation. Pickens that deep back on the left. Lenzine. He'll hand off there on the inside, bouncing out off a tackle. Still driving forward, breaking another tackle is number 5, Deshaun Brown, and he gets Brother Rice another first down, their third of this drive. Brown, a 6'1" sophomore, weighing 190 pounds. So Brother Rice looking very strong here on their opening drive against this stalwart Catholic Central defense that has not allowed much this year. Warriors will change formations again, back to a shotgun double tight set. Dunn and Ogren are the wide receivers. Motion again. Takes the snap, they'll option to the left. Lenzine makes a man miss, but he is quickly taken down as he just gets past the line of scrimmage down to the 19-yard line. 4 minutes and 5 seconds remain here in the first quarter. Shamrocks lead at 3-0. As they march down the field on an opening drive, which started at the 20, stalled out inside the 10. But the Warriors here looking to respond. Brother Rice has showed a multitude of formations here to start, and they'll show a different look here. Spread, and Lenzine will be under center this time. Jimmy Pickens is deep. 2nd and 10 for the Warriors. A flare out there is tipped. It'll be ruled an incomplete pass. They said it was moving forward on that, and Brother Rice now will have third down. This is the situation that the Warriors will likely try to avoid most of the day. Obviously, you can't get rid of it when you play a good team like this, but 3rd and long will be a difficult task against this Catholic Central defense. But still a strong drive to start nonetheless. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the 24-yard line. And that shotgun spread look again. Pickens is the back with Lenzine. Tyler throws to a quick hook route down to the 19-yard line, going to be short of the sticks. And we'll bring up 4th down, a gain of about 6 on that play. Under 3.5 to go here in the first quarter. Devin Church on the catch. And it looks like the Warriors will trot out their field goal unit. Adam Gorski, who also handles the kickoff duties, will kick it as well. Gorski, a all-state soccer player as well as playing football on a full scholarship to Ohio State University, where he will attend next year. 35-yard field goal from the left hash. Wind appears to be helping just a little bit. Lenzine will hold. Snap is down. Kick is up. Looks like it's got the distance. It is good. 2:47 to go in the half. Adam Gorski ties the football game. The Warriors do not back down after CC goes down the field. They do the same. We are all square at 3. Again, thank you to everybody watching here on iHigh.com, part of the Great American Rivalry Series here with Brother Rice and Catholic Central, presented to us all by the United States Air Force. Well, this series has seen its variety of spectacular games, and although we're only in the first quarter, this one appears to be on its way to being a good one, as both teams look strong there on offense, but both defenses able to shore up as teams get down inside the red zone. But the last decade of this rivalry has seen some spectacular games as well, as was just mentioned over the loudspeaker here. 2008, probably one of the more remarkable finishes in the history of this rivalry. Ryan Kelly buried a 50-yard field goal as time expired. It's the longest in Brother Rice history, and obviously the longest in this rivalry. So the kicking game always plays a factor. Gorski will do it on the kickoffs. He kicked his first out of the end zone, and he'll do the same on his second. You know, you don't always imagine, especially at the high school level, that the kicking game is integral to success, but I'll tell you what an advantage it provides when you can guarantee that the opposition doesn't have a chance to catch the ball in space to return a kick, but also force them to have to go 80 yards for a touchdown. Well, Catholic Central drove down to the 5 on their last drive, only attempting one pass on that drive as they moved 75 yards, but it was a false start penalty on 4th and about a half yard that forced them to settle for a field goal. They'll come back out in the T formation. Mike Burney, the quarterback. He'll fake a handoff and now follow. Gets outside his pulling guard and is brought down there by number 21, James Hendricks for the Warriors. She'll be deliberate. Two great student sections we have here at today's game. Catholic Central on the far side of the field. Brother Rice here on the near side of the stadium. Opposite sides from each other, but plenty loud enough to chant back and forth at one another. Over 8,000 on hand here at Adams Field as the crowd has filled up the stands and now is piling up on the side of the track. Timeout here at Adams Field. Catholic Central calls their first. We'll take a timeout as well. This is the Great American Rivalry Series brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
Gentlemen, you can see the highlights of this game on State Champs High School Sports Show. State Champs will air this Saturday, October 16th at 11:30 a.m. on TV 20 Detroit. That's State Champs this Saturday, October 16th at 11:30 a.m. on TV 20 Detroit. Advanced video highlights for tonight's game will be featured online at clickondetroit.com local 4. Cameras around the field and in the stands tonight. You can also share your own pictures. Go to clickondetroit.com and join the Friday Football Frenzy. Second down and 8 out of the timeout for the Shamrocks.
Shamrocks back on the field now. They'll come back out in that shotgun formation that they showed a handful of times on that opening drive. Burney will fake a handoff and carry again. Great job coming up from the linebacker position and a huge tackle, from the corner position. That's number 20, Laurent Jadot, with a huge play. His older brother, Mazen, and also a Brother Rice alum, plays right here at Wayne State at the linebacker position. He was a big part of this rivalry back in 2007. Lauren's older brother caused a fumble in the first Brother Rice CC game that was played actually at Catholic Central. A fumble that rolled into the end zone that he even recovered himself. Rice didn't score an offensive touchdown that entire game, but held on to win 12-7. So the Jadot family making their presence felt in this rivalry. 3-3 our score, 1 minute and 20 seconds remain here in the first quarter. 3rd and 10 for Catholic Central. They are in the wing T formation there. A couple fakes. Bernie going to throw back. A wide open fullback, and they are off and running. Makes a man miss. A big tackle there to prevent a touchdown. That was number 50, Dylan Irvin, coming up with it, but D'Arcangelo got open on the play action, and a big gain there for the Shamrocks. That'll go for 24 yards. Well, CC, better than anybody, uses the fullback out of the backfield better than anyone I can think of, and probably better than most in the state. Their play action so often causes safeties and corners to come up, and they have utilized for so many years so many great fullbacks that have been able to slip into flats and really hurt the opposition. Back in the wing T now, Bernie, a couple fakes. He'll hand off there to D'Arcangelo again along the right side, and he will be tackled for about a 3-yard gain. What impresses me most here is as we are down to about 24 seconds remaining in the first quarter. CC clearly not overlooking this game whatsoever, even though they are ranked the consensus number 1 team in the state of Michigan. And Rice is 3-3 and has struggled at times this year. They have very much opened up their playbook and thrown a few different things at the Warriors here, but a big stop by either team would be important here. Brother Rice and Catholic Central tied at 3 as we are done with the first quarter. So the Warriors able to weather the storm early on. Catholic Central unable to come out and jump on top like many thought, and Brother Rice is in decent shape, although the Shamrocks are themselves too. New defensive coordinator for the Brother Rice Warriors this year, Adam Korzeniewski, calling the signals now for Brother Rice after Larry Zimmerman did for so many years. And clearly this Warrior defense, which had its issues when the year started, struggled with injuries early on. They've gotten healthy in the last 2 weeks. After starting off 1-3, like we mentioned, came back, defeated U of D Jesuit 21-0, which got them back on pace, and taken on a top 10, I believe, 8th-ranked St. Mary's team a week ago, which was previously undefeated at 5-0. Knocked off St. Mary's 26-3 to really get some energy coming into this game. That Brother Rice defense, 0 and 3 points allowed in their last 2 games. Catholic Central, though, hoping to reverse that trend. Shamrocks again 6-0 coming in. Back in the wing T formation. Bernie. They'll hand off now to 36 going around that left-hand side. That is Justin Messner, pardon me. And he has a first down. The misdirection, you can tell the Warriors are just having a tough time locating the football. They are doing it on plays. Well, they're able to slow down Catholic Central and meet them at the line of scrimmage at times, but the problem is it's getting it for 3 stops. And Catholic Central normally, the way they're working right now, they're getting at least one of them to go for a strong gain, and that's allowed them to move the chains here. 1st and 10 now from the 45-yard line. They'll dive inside here, and ball is wrapped up and brought down there by number 50, Dylan Irvin, in on the tackle there. Connor Hart trailing from behind. I'll bring up 2nd and 5, and this is what CC really wants to do. Eat up clock and kind of just chip their way down the field and wear your defense down. And Brother Rice looks strong here early on, but the big question really is going to be as we move on to the second half now, 1 minute gone by here in the third quarter, can they stay strong up front and not get worn down by this CC offensive line? That is where they win their games, is in the second half. Mike Bernie under center on 2nd down. He'll hand off here now. Sweep to the right side. Cut back by D'Arcangelo, and he is finally brought down. But again, another 4.5 yard gain. Number 78, Patrick Bua. And number 54, Connor Hart, getting in on that one. Well, that'll bring up a 3rd down here. The Shamrocks will have options on 3rd and short. Call it a short 2 yards. What will the Warriors dial up on defense here? This is a classic Classic situation for Catholic Central play action. We'll see what they come with. Brother Rice stacking a lot of defenders up in the box. They'll motion out to the left-hand side. Looked like the offense got a head start. And they did. That was number 83, Matthew Donath again, and he got that false start penalty down near the goal line on the previous series. That put an end to that drive for Catholic Central, and although this is only third down, it won't put an end to it. This will back Catholic Central up to now third and long. .9:55 remaining here in the second quarter. Brother Rice Warriors in their 50th Golden Jubilee celebration here as their 50th anniversary as a school, taking on the number 1 ranked and dominant Catholic Central Shamrocks. We'll call it a short 3rd and 6. Catholic Central will now line up in the shotgun. Bernie. He'll hand off. D'Arcangelo. Can he get around the outside? Makes a man miss, and he'll power his way for a first down. Critical missed tackle there for Brother Rice's. D'Arcangelo shows some shiftiness and powers his way to a first down. Jimmy Pickens and Eddie Kidd come up and make the tackle for the Warriors. Even on 3rd and long, it is so difficult with that misdirection. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. It's the mental wear that it has on you as a defense. If you're Brother Rice here, as you have an opportunity to get off the field and get that break, and Catholic Central, once again, even on 3rd and long, not going to the air, running the football to the outside and able to make a man miss and get a first down. Catholic Central back to the T formation. They will look to run the ball strong here. Bernie hands off inside. It's number 35, Justin D'Agostino on the carry, and he is dropped in the backfield for a 1-yard loss.
35, Justin D'Agostino on the carry.
Tim Hamilton and Levi Richards in on the stop for the Warriors. On that play, great penetration by the Brother Rice defensive line there, especially Richards getting low and blowing that play up before it could even get started. CC now will come out a little bit wider set in that wing. They'll hand off 38. Now they'll go with a reverse back to the inside. Great movement there as the Warriors are able to come up and blow that play up. James Hendricks, the corner that comes up Catholic Central. Some little trickery as they work a handoff to one side and they hand back to the inside. But James Hendricks stayed at home and comes up and makes a excellent tackle there, and that'll force again another 3rd and long. 7:45 remaining in the second quarter. Brother Rice's defense has been able to get CC into some 3rd down situations, but CC has been excellent at converting thus far. That defense has got to be tired here early in the first half. Can they get a stop and force a long field goal? Twins to the right-hand side of your screen as Bernie will call a timeout, and Catholic Central will think this one over. Big play here in the first half. We'll take a timeout as well. Brother Rice and Catholic Central tied at 3. This is the Great American Rivalry Series presented by the U.S. Air Force.
Largest crowd you'll ever see, Brother Rice and CC in the Boys Bowl. 1967 when it was played at the University of Detroit Stadium. The crowd that day, 16,500.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brother Rice would like to thank one of our game sponsors, Shields Pizzeria, Restaurants, and Catering. Shields, voted Michigan's best pizza by the Detroit News. Thank you, Mr. Paul Andoni, Mr. Peter Andoni, Brother Rice.
Welcome back again to iHigh.com and the Great American Rivalry Series. Brother Rice and Catholic Central here from Adams Field on the campus of Wayne State University here in Detroit, Michigan, as these two heated rivals squaring off here. Catholic Central, number 1 in the state, 6-0. Brother Rice 3-3, but this one has been a dogfight so far. 7:22 left in the second, and Catholic Central facing a 3rd and 11 from the 32-yard line. They'll now come out with twins to the left side of the field, opposite from what we saw before the timeout. Bernie takes the snap, rolls to his left, looking downfield. He'll set. Now he is hit and set. A huge play there. Tim Jumbo Hamilton blows that up in the backfield. The first sack of the game for the Brother Rice defense. And the all-Catholic linebacker comes up with a spectacular play to force a punt. Even more important there might have been the fact that that sack knocked CC out of field goal range. They will have to punt. Back to the 40-yard line. Tim Jumbo Hamilton is the Brother Rice student section chants, "We've got Jumbo." They did on that play. Short punt here, high in the air. Fair catch called for. Ball hit the ground and roll out of bounds at the 1-yard line. What a beautiful punt there by number 21, Brandon Sullivan, a 6-foot, 190-pound senior. Well, field position is so much a part of the game, and Brother Rice is going to be up against it here. Arguably one of the best defenses in the state of Michigan has Brother Rice backed up against their own end zone. 6:33 to go here in the second quarter. Game tied at 3. The Warriors could use a drive to give that defense a rest. Lenzine's going to come out in the shotgun here. Not a time. You want your snaps tight and your offensive line firing off the ball to get some space. Motion to the left-hand side. They'll hand off. Space here for Devin Church. He'll weave his way across the 5-yard line. Met by a host of Shamrocks, and he will finally go down. But a big play there for Brother Rice to get some space. Pile is pushed up to what looks like the 7. And it'll be second down for the Warriors. Big first down gain there as they were on their own 1. Bold move to line up in the shotgun there as well, as Brother Rice showing confidence in their offensive line to do work against that strong CC front. Jimmy Pickens will check out of the game. Coming onto the field is sophomore Deshaun Brown. He'll get the play from Lenzine and will line up just to the right of him as the Warriors line up in the shotgun. Lenzine will fake a handoff and they'll follow inside, and it appears he will have a first down across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The Brother Rice offensive line, which was under so much scrutiny at the start of the season as the Warriors struggled running the football, asserting itself here against the number 1 team in the state of Michigan. Another first down on the ground for the Warriors. They get it out to the 17 and have some breathing room. 5 minutes, 35 seconds remain here in the second quarter. If you're just joining us here on iHigh.com, just the second offensive possession for Brother Rice. CC with 2 time-consuming drives, but only 3 points to show with it. On the first play here on first down, Devin Church is met in that wishbone formation and driven backwards. Be about a loss of a half yard. It'll bring up second and 11.
No gain on the play.
Warriors will change personnel and appear to go to a few more receivers will check into the game. Twins to the right side, to the left side of the screen. That's Ogren and Nick Dunn. To the right side, Devin Church and Brian Roney. Shotgun is Lenzine. Dunn will move in motion, now trips to the right. Lenzine takes a snap, looking to get outside to Church there, and he will take that swing pass for about a 6-yard gain up to the 22, 23-yard line. Ball out of bounds, clock stops at 4:42. It'll bring up third down here for the Warriors.
Pick up about 6, third down and 4.
Brother Rice defeating Orchard Lake St. Mary's last week, 26-3. U of D Catholic Central taking care of University of Detroit Jesuit last week, 35-7. Coming into this game. Again, the Shamrocks 6-0. Brother Rice 3-3 overall. Another 4 wide receivers set here for the Warriors on 3rd and 5. Dunn in motion again. Rolling to his left. Throwing back across his body, and that Dunn drops that pass from Lenzine. Would have been right at the sticks. But Catholic Central's defense holds, and that'll force a punt. So Brother Rice's offense able to come up with a couple first downs there to give their defense a little bit of a break and to get some room on a punt here. But a very important punt is, again, field position is such a big part. R.J. Bain, a junior here at Brother Rice, will be on to punt. Shamrock setting up for a return. Bain takes the snap, little pressure, and gets off a kick, and a good one that'll be fielded at the 42-yard line. Hit immediately at the 45. That was number 41, David Racy, that received it, but he is hit immediately for a return of about 2 yards. And Catholic Central's offense will come back on the field, but a much shorter field than what CC's had to deal with. They started both their drives on the 20. They'll now get this one on their own 45-yard line. Critical stretch here for the Rice defense. 4:27 remaining in the second quarter. Brother Rice and Catholic Central tied at 3. Well, CC is churning up the stats rushing the football on the ground here and just have not been able to get into the end zone on their first two drives. They'll come out in a pro set backfield with a wing on that left side, one split end to the right. Bernie takes the handoff, now hands off left side to Arcangelo. He's got room out there, cuts back inside, makes a man miss. First down and is driven out of bounds by Jimmy Pickens, but a gain of 15 yards. And Catholic Central's misdirection ground game continuing to give the Warriors fits. We have called Jimmy Pickens' name so often already this afternoon. A third member of his family to attend Brother Rice. His oldest brother, Doug, a senior captain, all-state quarterback for 3 years, from 2002 through 2004. Played baseball at Michigan. His other older brother, Matt, another 3-year varsity starter at defensive end, played his college football at Western. And Pickens, just another line of that family for the Warriors. It has been so successful. There's a run here on first down for about 4 yards. John Reschke and Patrick Bua in on the tackle there for the Warriors on that 4-yard gain. Catholic Central only with one timeout remaining this half. 3.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Brother Rice still has all three. Second down and Catholic Central. Bernie fakes a couple handoffs. He'll roll to his right. Avoids the sack there, but is finally hit and brought down by John Reschke. Ball is on the ground. Players are fighting for it. Rice claims they have it. Officials have yet to make a signal. Now they'll convene at midfield in some confusion here. Catholic Central arguing that the play was dead. Brother Rice claiming the ball was ripped out and that it's theirs. Officials having some trouble deciding, and they are going to award Brother Rice the football. A huge turnover there for the Warriors. It looked like number 72, Levi Richards, got in there and ripped that ball out and made the recovery. The Brother Rice defense stiffens and forces the first turnover of the game, and man, did they need it. Brother Rice gets their best field position of the day at their own 45-yard line, and will have a chance to try to go in and get a score before halftime. 3:16 remains in the second. Score still tied 3-3. Oh, the Warriors were going to need some breaks today, and looked like there was a little bit of confusion on that call, and they got one. Lenzine out of the shotgun, steps back to throw. Pump fakes, trying to avoid the rush, gets away from one man, but he's not going to get away from the rest of them. Drilled by a few Shamrocks there, and down he goes. Looked like number 62, Matthew Godin. And on the tackle there is he was able to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Under 3 minutes left here in the second quarter. Rice still with all three timeouts. Jimmy Pickens will jog off the field. Travis Ferguson will come back on. Brian Roney, Nick Dunn, split left. Ogren and Church split to the left. And we are going to get a false start penalty here as receivers and offensive linemen and the quarterback not on the same page. False start called on Brother Rice. They'll back him up 5 yards. It'll make it 2nd and 15.
Second down and 15 for Brother Rice.
Pickens will come back into the game. Ferguson will jog back out. And Rice will look to try to gain some of that ground back to set up a reasonable third down play. Clock still ticking, down to 2:20 left in the second quarter. 5 wide receivers on the field for Lenzine. Looking to throw to a seam route. Has Pickens. He's drilled. Loses his helmet, but hangs on to the football. What a grab by Jimmy Pickens. Lenzine threaded the needle. He was drilled by number 32, Andrew Nelson, but holds on to the football. What a player that kid is.
From downtown,
Pickens looked like he was shaken up on the play.
Detroit Lions 24, St. Louis 6.
He comes out of the game and takes a knee. Hit hard. What a throw and what a catch. A great hit. Good football play on all sides there. Rice will now go to the I formation. Under 2 minutes left in the second quarter. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Lenzine, play action. Steps up, throwing deep. Left sideline. Got Ogren down there. He's got him down to the 6. Tyler Lenzine, a beautiful throw down the left sideline. Brother Rice, 1st and goal. And don't look now, folks, but the Warriors are gaining some ground on this CC defense. Well executed play action, lots of time to throw, and a perfect toss down the left sideline. Ogren gets excellent separation, and Matthew Ogren, a nice over-the-shoulder catch to the 6-yard line. Can they punch it in and get 7? Wishbone formation. Pickens and Church are the deep backs. They'll pitch to Pickens, working left side, gets to the edge, and drives his way down to the 2 or 3 yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal from there.
Justin Metzger drove him out of bounds.
Well, emotions clearly running high for both squads in this one. And Brother Rice certainly seems to have Big Mo on their side for the moment. This is not a game where one can really rest on their laurels. We appear to have an injury on the far sideline here. Looks like a Catholic Central, can't tell. A Brother Rice player appears to be down. Looks like Jimmy Pickens again, pardon me. He was shaken up on that huge reception down the middle of the field. But now he's back up and walking back to the sideline. Took a hard hit there from a couple of Shamrocks as he went out of bounds, but again walking under his own power back to the Brother Rice sideline. So the Warriors trot a couple of receivers back into the game, and they'll go with that ace formation down here near the goal line. 2nd and goal from, we'll call it the 4. Tim Hamilton and Joey Warner are the 2 tight ends there in tight. Church the deep back. Hamilton steps back. He'll move in motion to the right-hand side. Lenzine takes the snap, hands off Church. He's got room, hits the seam. Touchdown, Brother Rice. The Warriors take their first lead of the ball game. 1:33 left in the second quarter. My, oh my. We have an interesting football game here. The Warriors' best back has to come out of the game there, but the offensive line doesn't seem to be too worried about it. They create some space there for the junior wide receiver / tailback. 5'9", 175 is Devin Church, not the biggest guy in the world, but ran hard on that play. Adam Gorski adds the extra point, and Brother Rice has taken a 10-3 lead here in the second quarter. This is the Great American Rivalry Series presented by the U.S. Air Force. We'll be right back.
Most exciting plays directly to your mobile phone tomorrow. Just text VR for Brother Rice highlights or CC for Catholic Central highlights to 408-899-8888. That's 408-899-8888. Standard text messaging rates do apply. Visit the Rush Net located in the south end zone to find out how to get
Welcome back to Adams Field here at Wayne State University. Brother Rice leading it 10-3 after that 3-yard touchdown run by Devin Church. 1:36 left in the second quarter. Can the Warriors get to halftime with a lead? Adam Gorski will kick off. He sent his first 2 kickoffs into the end zone, but now he'll kick into a little bit of wind, kicking the other way on the football field. Over 8,000 plus here at Wayne State University for this MHSAA Detroit Catholic League football game. The only Sunday high school football game in the state this week. High kick. It's going to be returned this time from the 6-yard line. Warrior defense flying down to try to get a hit. Ball moving to the outside, and it is brought down there by number 20, Lorraine Jadot. Comes down and makes a sliding tackle at the 18-yard line. Well, the Brother Rice defense has been the story throughout the first half, definitely applying the bend, don't break mentality, not completely shutting down the Catholic Central running game, but again, bending, not completely breaking, only giving up 3 points. Mike Burney will hand off on the inside. Now he'll keep it on the left-hand side and steps out of bounds as Tim Hamilton reached out there to trip him up, but it appears to be a 10-yard gain and a first down. So deceptive. Faked me out on that play as to where the football's going, and Mike Burney pulls it back and is able to get to the sideline for a gain of appears to be 10 yards and a first down. Officials might be calling it 2nd and inches. They're taking a look at it right now, and they judge a first down. So 1st and 10, Catholic Central. 1:27 remaining in the second quarter. 1st and 10 from that 28-yard line. Burney will hand off here to Justin Messner, trying to get to the outside. The Warrior defense convergence. That's Lorraine Jadot again coming up from that corner spot and making a hit. Tim Hamilton also in on that as well. We've been calling Hamilton and Jadot's name quite a bit in this one, but it's been the 2 inside tackles, Levi Richards and Patrick Bua, who have really done a spectacular job today, as well as Rushke and Hart, in eating up Catholic Central double teams and lead blockers to allow their linebackers and safeties and corners to come up and make tackles. Shamrocks will hand off up the middle again. A lot of room on the inside there. It is Connor Hart will make a tackle. And that's number 43, Andy Erickson, on the carry. So let us set up a third down here. Clock still ticking down to 33 seconds. Shamrocks don't seem to be too eager to. They appear that they will run one more play, but again, not using their last timeout to stop the clock. Pardon me. Now the Shamrocks will use their last timeout to stop the clock. So score still 10-3. 23 seconds remain here in the quarter. CC facing a 3rd and 2 from the 37-yard line. It's the Great American Rivalry Series here on iHigh.com. We'll be right back.
Suburban Collection has 28 brands and 43 locations. Go to suburbancollection.com. All right, also give a special thank you to Meyer Stores, also a presenting sponsor of the Warrior Classic. Meyer Stores, higher standards, lower prices.
Back here at Adams Field, CC trotting back on after calling their 3rd and final timeout. They're facing a 3rd and 2. And we'll see what they have here going up against the Brother Rice defense. 10-3, Brother Rice leads it. Burney will boot to his left. He's got single coverage out there on the left-hand side. Jump ball, and it is overthrown. That's number 21, James Hendricks, on the coverage out there on the left-hand side. Kyle Cooper was the intended receiver for CC, and they will now face a 4th and 2. Well, 15 seconds still left. If they punt here, Rice might be able to get off one last play, but with the way things are going and with how good of a team CC is, I believe Brother Rice will probably be content to get to the half here.
21, Brandon Sullivan drops back to punt for the Shamrocks. Travis Ferguson to a deep for the Warriors.
Brandon Sullivan will punt. Travis Ferguson will receive deep for the Warriors. Gets off a good punt. Ferguson receives at the 25-yard line, trying to get to the right. He's got a host of white jerseys in front of him, and he is ran out of bounds at the 31-yard line with 7 seconds remaining. And we'll see what Brother Rice does here, if they'll throw one down the field or at least just settle to go to halftime with a surprising 7-point lead over the top-ranked team in the state of Michigan.
Sullivan's punt covered 38 yards. 3-yard return. Brother Rice starts first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So Rice will come out here in that wishbone formation. Appears they might just either take a knee or run one play here to get to the half. And they will take that knee. And Brother Rice, don't look now, the Warriors 10-3 at the half. They've punched Catholic Central in the nose a little bit here early, but don't be too excited, Warrior fans. Catholic Central still has a whole other half of football to play, and we will see two very good teams go back at it. But Brother Rice, a strong first half, both offensively and defensively. All three phases, really. The kicking game included. Rice, excellent job on kickoffs, kick coverage, their punt game, and as well as a field goal made by Adam Gorski. The lone touchdown of the game, Devin Church from 3 yards out after a spectacular pass down the left-hand sideline from Tyler Lenzine to Matthew Ogren that got Brother Rice first and goal at the 6. 10-3 our halftime score. We'll take a break here. This is the Great American Rivalry Series on iHigh.com. Warriors 10, Shamrocks 3. We'll be back in a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, Warriors and Shamrocks, is it in your DNA? This week, students of Brother Rice and Catholic Central competed against each other in the Great American Rivalry Series Hit Factor, challenge presented by the Air Force. The challenge tested the physical, mental, and coordination skills of each student body, and tonight we find out who had what it takes. The results are in, and the winner of the Hit Factor Challenge, presented by the Air Force with a score of 43,320, is Catholic Central High School. You've shown you got what it takes. Receiving the award from the Air Force on behalf of CC is the AD, Mr. Aaron Babbitt. Thanks to everyone who participated, and a big congratulations to the Catholic Central Shamrocks.
Like these guys are going to play something here. I just don't know what the girlfriend's supposed to do, so what's going on.
Michigan high school football fans, I'm excited to be a part of this great event today, the 50-year anniversary for Brother Rice. We've got a fun halftime show for you guys. It's going to be a competition from some boys from Catholic Central and some boys from Brother Rice. Now I want to check with you guys while you're out here. We had a big football game yesterday. Do we got any Michigan State fans in the house?
It sounds like your Lions might get off the schneid today and bring home victory as well. Now that I've brought you guys all together, I'm going to send my two teams out to the 50-yard line, and I'm going to have some of my helpers over here give away some free stuff to my loudest Brother Rice fans. Brother Rice, on the count of three, we are make some noise if you guys want some free stuff. All right, I'm going to be introducing my two teams here at the 50-yard line. What we are going to do is a little game of punt, pass, and kick. We've selected 3 individuals from each school. I'm going to introduce you from Catholic Central. Catholic Central, make some noise. Punting, Billy. Next, we've got Colin, who's going to be doing the passing. Nick doing the kicking. And now, from your Brother Rice Warriors, make some noise for Matt, John, and Tommy. All right, guys, I need you on the end zone. We're starting down here. I need my punters. I need Billy and Matt on the end zone. Catholic Central, do you think you guys are going to win this? Warriors, you think you're going to win this? All right, I'm going to call you out to cook. First kicker, first punter from Catholic Central. Billy, let's see what you got. It's where it lands. Nice kick. Spot it right there. Now, from Brother Rice, Matt, let's see what you got. Catholic Central has an early lead. Now my first thrower is going to be Colin from Catholic Central. You ready? Don't cross the line.
Welcome back, everybody, to today's halftime show presented by the United States Air Force. Again, all part of the Great American Rivalry Series. Brother Rice and Catholic Central here at Adams Field at Wayne State University. 10-3, you see right there, is our score. Let's run through some of the first half stats for you right now. A very even game for a game that was expected to be lopsided toward the Shamrocks. Granted, we still have a half to play, but through the first half, things looking very even. First downs, CC leads it 8-6. Rushing yards, no surprise here. Shamrocks 26 carries for 125 yards. Rice only 11 carries for 43. Passing, though, a little different. Shamrocks only with 24. Warriors with 78 yards on 5 of 7. Again, only 24 yards passing, 1 of 3 for Catholic Central. 149 yards of offense for CC. 121 for Brother Rice. Time of possession. This is one of the things that's been so fascinating here to look at the score. Catholic Central, an astounding 16 minutes and 59 seconds with the ball. Brother Rice, only 7 minutes and 1 second with the football. So Catholic Central with a strong advantage in the time of possession category, yet Warriors lead it 10-3. Looking at some of the individuals with the quarterbacks, we mentioned when it comes to throwing, Tyler Lenzine, 5 of 7, 78 yards. Longest pass was that 35-yard gem down the left sideline to Matthew Ogren. He's been only sacked once. Mike Burney, 1 of 3 passing for that 124-yard game, but he has been sacked twice. And the first sack was massive by Tim Hamilton, forced Catholic Central to punt as they were driving down the field. The second knocked CC also out of field goal range. The punting stats have looked like this because it's been important. Ryan Bain, a big 36-yard punt that pinned CC back at their own end of the field. And Brandon Sullivan at Catholic Central, he had that one spectacular punt that went out of bounds at the 1 yard line. But again, the Brother Rice offense able to fight its way out and get themselves onto the field. The scoring summary looks like this. 5:57 of the first quarter. Justin D'Agostino, a 26-yard field goal that made it 3-0 Catholic Central. Pardon me, with 6:03 left. Pardon me, let me rephrase that. 5:57 left in the first quarter. D'Agostino made it 3-0 on a 26-yard field goal. That drive took 6 minutes and 3 seconds. Brother Rice responded at the 2-minute 47 mark of the first quarter with a 3-minute and 5-second drive. Adam Gorski, a 35-yard field goal. That made it 3-3. And in the second, after a mad scramble at midfield, it was a rather confusing play. It looked like the play had been blown dead. CC thought it was. The ball was ripped backwards. Levi Richards ripped at the football. We had a scrum at the 45-yard line, and the officials, after discussing, ended up ruling that it was Brother Rice's football, and they took the ball going forward. As we now watch the two rival bands play right now, a bit of a hodgepodge group for the Warriors as they got a drum set, men on guitars, and Catholic Central a little more traditional with their ensemble to the left of us, which you'll see in just a little bit. But again, that final score with 1:38 left in the second quarter, a 1 minute and 38-second time-consuming drive. Devin Church from 3 yards out scored to make it 10-3. That's how we stand. Still about 10 minutes left in halftime. We will take one more break. When we come back, the second half of the 54th meeting between Brother Rice and Catholic Central. Warriors looking to shock the state of Michigan, knocking off Catholic Central, who currently a 20-game winning streak dating back to last season. They're 6-0 and the unquestioned number one team this year as well. We'll be right back here on iHigh.com.
I got there at 9:30 and people were like leaving. It was still good. I mean, They have the man who's setting up RideHigh.com. I'm a graduate of the school, but it's for. You want to read that? We're working with the right. Sure. We do it.
Every play, school year cheering for. But you can vote if you want. Right. Is this a live? There's a live. Oh, this is television. Stream out live. Yeah. Thank you. No problem. Yeah. How much time does that line keep? I don't know.
We're just thinking about a 3 minutes.
It's on ihigh.com.
Hanson went by.
All right, sounds good. Good.
Welcome back to Wayne State University, everybody, as the Brother Rice Warriors jog back onto the field for the second half. 10-3 our score. The Warriors leading the Shamrocks of Catholic Central. Again, Rice 3-3 coming into this one. CC 6-0. CC 6-0 and the number one team in the state of Michigan. The Warriors got off to a great start. They're able to stymie Catholic Central's running game to a degree. Again, Catholic Central rushing for an impressive 149 yards in that half. But, again, the bend don't break mentality. CC was able to only settle for a field goal. And then a turnover and a big sack by Brother Rice that knocked them out of field goal range is why they were only able to settle for 3 points. But as Catholic Central is so typically known for, they wear teams down. They are an incredibly strong, stable team that is, at least over the years, has been very unfazed, especially when trailing at halftime. Expect a very similar approach in the second half. And your thing to watch for those of you viewing here on ihigh.com, can the Brother Rice defensive and offensive lines continue to have the push that they had in the first half into the second half? That will be the determining factors if they can extend their lead and hold off the Shamrocks to a degree. Again, the lone turnover in that first half was Catholic Central's on a fumble near midfield. Again, to remind everybody, thank you again for watching on ihigh.com. We're on the campus of Wayne State University here in Detroit, Michigan, part of the Great American Rivalry Series presented by the United States Air Force. Brother Rice in orange, Catholic Central in white, playing each other for the 54th time in school history, arguably the most storied rivalry in the state of Michigan. My name is Brian Henry, and we'll finish off the second half here in just a little bit. We didn't make mention of it early on. Brother Rice wearing special, almost custom-made uniforms. The orange they're wearing this year, they've only worn orange a handful of times in the school's history. They wore orange jerseys for a handful of select games in the late 80s and early 1990s, but those uniforms were retired many years ago. And I do not have the exacts, but it's the first time in just about 20 years that Brother Rice has worn orange for a football game. And these will likely go back on the shelf and probably not pulled out till another spectacular time. Part of the reason they're wearing it, again, for those that didn't hear in the first half, if you're just joining us, this is the culmination of Brother Rice's Golden Jubilee Week, celebrating the 50th anniversary of the high school. Founded in the fall of 1960, its first graduating class, 1964. They've been playing they played the Catholic Central Shamrocks in that time, and for the varsity football, this is now the 54th occasion. They played 53 leading up, 27, 25, and 1. The Shamrocks lead it. This decade, scores of the games have gone as follows. Last year, Catholic Central ended we'll start at the top of the decade, pardon me. Brother Rice dominating the 2000s to a degree in 2000, 24-0. Led by Matt Baker, the Warriors defeated Catholic Central in that same season in the Catholic League Championship game, 24-7. The next year in 2001, with the older brother of Matt Pickens that we've seen plenty of times here today, Doug Pickens, as a sophomore, led a victory over the Shamrocks, 21-7 at Wisner Stadium. 2002, 2003, the 2 years the Shamrocks got victories in this rivalry, 21-14 in 02, 35-7 in 03, but in 04, 5, 6, 7, and 8, Brother Rice rattled off 5 consecutive victories. 14-10 in 04, 28-7 in 05, 24-0 in 06, 12-7 in 07, and the exciting 50-yard field goal kicked by Ryan Kelly as time expired in 2008, 27-24. The Warriors won that one. But a year ago, Catholic Central put an end to that winning streak, 24-7. They handled the Warriors in that game. That game last year, actually, that's 7 points that Rice scored. The first points given up by Catholic Central's defense all season, and that was in the 5th game. It shows you, and that CC team went 14-0 and won the Division I state championship. Rice last year, 5-4, advanced to the state semifinal, though, before they were knocked off by Lowell. This year, much of the same for Catholic Central. They're 6-0, a 20-game winning streak since their last loss. They are ranked the consensus number 1 team in the state of Michigan by every news source imaginable. Brother Rice, highly touted coming into the season, but was tripped off and early on, losing to Detroit King in their opener, falling to Toledo St. John's, knocking off Highland Park for their first victory, but then falling to Warren De La Salle to get to that 1-3 start in their first 4 games. But victories over U of D and Orchard Lake St. Mary's has Rice back to 3-3, and now a 10-3 lead over the Shamrocks has the Warriors still hopeful to earn a berth into the MHSAA state playoffs. Third quarter about to get started. Rice deferred to start the game. CC got the ball, so now the Warriors will get it to start the second half. And here is the opening kickoff of the third quarter. Kick short. It is fielded at the 20-yard line. It will be brought up there by number 7, who gets up to the 35-yard line. That is Bennett Packer, who brings it up there for the Warriors. They'll have good field position to get started. That Brother Rice offense wasn't unbelievable in the first half, but, man, they were efficient, and they got the job done when they needed to. A total of 121 yards, 78 of it through the air, 43 on the ground, relatively balanced. The big play, though, was the 35-yard pass from Lenzine to Matt Ogren at the end of the second quarter that set up the Devon Church 3-yard touchdown run. 2 tight ends, shotgun formation for Tyler Lenzine. Tim Hamilton, they've run this play quite a bit today. He'll motion to the right-hand side. What will they do out of it? Lenzine will take the snap, power forward, stiff arms a man, breaks a tackle down the left sideline, and it'll be pushed out of bounds at the 49-yard line. Official looks like he'll say he stepped out at midfield, pardon me, but that's a first down for the Warriors. Tyler Lenzine, a mobile quarterback. Brother Rice has used him primarily out of the pistol formation this year, but we have yet to see the pistol this afternoon against Catholic Central. They've utilized him much under center in the wishbone, and then either under center and spread or shotgun spread. Devon Church, the lone setback, 4 wide receivers for Lenzine. He'll take the snap, flare out to the outside, is caught by Nick Dunn, and he powers his way upfield for about a 7-yard gain. Will bring up 2nd and 3. Tackles on the play there by Anthony D'Arcangelo and Nick Ebrat. Well, Brother Rice's very first drive of the game, where they were able to get down the field and Adam Gorski converted a 35-yard field goal, they mixed the run and pass incredibly well and really kept the CC defense off balance. They're trying to do the same thing here early on in the second half. Just about 1 minute gone by here in the third quarter. Lenzine fakes the pass. He'll now run upfield. Is hit. Still driving those legs forward. He's very close to a first down, and it looks like the officials will spot him with forward progress past the 40 and what appears to be a first down. Lenzine, not the biggest guy in the world. Only 6'1", 188 pounds he's listed at. But you saw there a really strong leg drive and was able to get forward progress for a first down there. Hamilton and Joe Warner will check into the game. Brian Roney and Travis Ferguson will come out. Brother Rice appears to be going to a little bit of a bigger formation. They'll use that ace set again. Matt Ogren on the left-hand side of your screen. Nick Dunn on the far right. Now they'll put Warner in motion to the left-hand side. And it appears we are going to get a delay of game penalty on Brother Rice. Only their second penalty of the game. Rice had an offsides penalty, a false start penalty in the first half, just 1 penalty for 5 yards. Catholic Central only had 2 penalties for 10 yards in the first half, but both penalties were costly as they were on 3rd and shorts that created 3rd and longs. Same setup for the Warriors on 1st and 15. Lenzine will take the snap, try to power through the line, and he is met quickly by Catholic Central's defensive lineman there, a gain of about 1.5 yards. Vaughn Wesley on the tackle there for Detroit Catholic Central. That'll bring up 2nd down and 14 now from the 44-yard line. 10 minutes left in the third quarter. Brother Rice up 10-3 on the Shamrocks. Again, we are here on iHigh.com from Adams Field on the campus of Wayne State University. Catholic Central crowd chanting, "Go blue, go white." Lenzine throws to the right side for Brian Roney off the top of his hands and incomplete. Bring up 3rd down and long for the Warriors. We've mentioned to it all day, but a spectacular crowd here on hand for this one. 8,000 plus. They line the sidelines, the small set of stands on the opposite side of the field for Catholic Central, but on the big side here, 8,000 plus people filing into Wayne State today for this 54th matchup between Brother Rice and Catholic Central. 3rd and long here for Brother Rice. CC crowd starting to make some noise. Lenzine, pump fakes, in trouble. They'll throw a screen pass. Devin Church is driven out of bounds at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brother Rice will have to punt. But a productive opening series there for the Warriors. They eat up some ground on the field and have an opportunity to pin the Shamrocks deep. R.J. Bain will come on to kick. He only had 1 punt in the first half, but it was a nice one for 36 yards. Back deep for the Shamrocks is David Racy and Anthony D'Arcangelo. Here's the kick by Bain, trying to pin the Shamrocks deep. They fake the fair catch, and that ball will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. So for the 3rd time today, the Shamrocks will start on their own 20-yard line. 1st and 10, 8:56 left in the third quarter. Brother Rice 10, CC 3. Leading tacklers in that first half for the Warriors, Laurent Jadot, who you see at that safety/cornerback position, coming up with 7 tackles. Tim Hamilton had 5 and that huge sack on 3rd down. Jimmy Pickens with 5, and Eddie Kidd coming up from the corner spot with 4, but it has not been made possible unless to work with that defensive line. Jadot coming up again for another great tackle. Drops him at the line of scrimmage. Just as we mentioned his name, his 8th tackle of the day. At defensive line's responsibility, they've got to eat up blockers and double teams. Levi Richards, Patrick Bua, Connor Hart, John Rushke. That's the front 4 that the Warriors are going with to slow down Catholic Central. And they've allowed their safeties and linebackers to come up and make plays. CC in the shotgun. Bernie will fake a handoff and carry. He's got blockers and room on the left-hand side. A nice open field tackle, though, coming up by Travis Ferguson. Bernie had room, but Ferguson closed it quickly. Still will be a gain of about 9 yards, but will bring up 3rd down. It's so important on plays such as those when you get players into space. Yes, it was a well-executed play by Catholic Central, but bring down a man in the open field and don't let a 9-yard gain turn into a 25-yard gain. Rice did a nice job there. T formation, though, for CC on 3rd and 1. Bernie hands off to his fullback. Big hole up the middle and a 1st down there for number 43. Andy Erickson powers his way upfield for a big 1st down. For the thought process out there that think you need wild, complicated schemes on offense to succeed in the modern-day football world, take a look at Tom Mack's Catholic Central team, and you will quickly realize that that is not always the case. Shamrock's very deliberate in their attack. They'll hand off here. Dark Angelo trying to get around the left-hand side, and he is tackled for about a gain of 5 yards. That's Justin Messner on the carry, and another strong carry for Catholic Central on first down. John Rushke on the tackle there for Brother Rice. Catholic Central now beginning to set up another long drive. Again, we told you, in the first half, time of possession, CC, nearly 17 minutes with the football. Brother Rice, only 7. But the Warriors lead it 10-3, and that ultimately is the stat that they measure you on. CC, though, looking to put together another long drive here. 2nd down and 5 for the Shamrocks. Bernie going to carry, though. Warrior defense snuffs it out, and guess who it is again? Number 20, Laurent Jadot, coming up and bringing down Bernie in the backfield. Jadot, a 5'11", 195-pound senior. He'll play linebacker. He'll play safety. They'll trot him at corner from time to time. And he has just been all over the field today. His 9th tackle in this one. His 3rd for a loss. That'll bring up 3rd and 10. Brother Rice defense trying to get off the field. CC from their own 38-yard line. They'll come out. Shotgun, 3 wide receivers. Bernie takes the snap. He'll run a draw play. Trying to get outside. Tim Jumbo Hamilton wraps him up at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Shamrocks will be forced to punt. Looked like a designed shotgun quarterback draw on that one. And the Brother Rice defense stayed at home and were ready for it. And they will force CC to punt. So Shamrocks were able to get a couple first downs. But again, the Warrior defense able to get off the field. And that will force another Shamrock punt. Standing back at his own 23-yard line. Kick will be up. Nick Dunn looking to get underneath it. Gets his hands up and brings it down at the 17-yard line. Dunn trying to make a man miss. Reverses field is hit, and we might get a block in the back here that could really hurt Brother Rice. Number 52, Matt Schertzer, was hit from behind there for the Shamrocks right around that 20-yard line. And Rice is going to get backed up deep again into their own end. Rice will be backed up to their own 9-yard line. Well, they were backed up in the first half on their own 1-yard line for their second drive of the game. Were able to fight their way out just past the 20 before they had to punt, but at least got themselves some breathing room. Now 1st and 10 from the 9. Warrior offense will come out in the wishbone formation. Pickens and Church are your 2 deep backs. Lenzine, he'll hand off to Church. Nice cut inside there. And they are driving forward, and we are going to get a face-masking penalty on the inside there. Looked like number 38, Anthony Darkangelo, got his hand on the face of Devin Church. We'll see if that'll be a 5 or a 15. Officials chatting amongst each other. And they're going to call it a personal foul, 15-yard penalty. Brother Rice first down. Well, that right there makes up for the block in the back on the kickoff, and they kind of nullify each other. Again, 10-3 is our score. 4 minutes, 26 seconds remain in the third quarter. Catholic Central, number 1, undefeated, 20-game winning streak. The Brother Rice Warriors challenging that, though, leading 10-3. Lenzine under center with the wishbone formation behind him. He'll fake a handoff and follow. Right there over the guard. Powers his way across the 30. Pyle being driven forward. Players still fighting, and we have some extracurricular activity after the whistle. Flags fly. Helmets on the ground. And someone is going to be charged here with a personal foul penalty. Now, these two teams do not like each other. That is understatement to say the least. It looks like Bennett Packer there was the one getting into it with some of the Catholic Central defenders. It might be offsetting or it might just be, I couldn't tell. Wouldn't be the first time these two teams have gotten into a scuffle with one another, but needless to say, both coaches will be on top of the charged parties on this one. Let's see what the officials will call. They call 2 flags on the play, personal foul on Brother Rice, and also a personal foul on Catholic Central. Those are going to offset, and they'll get the result of the play. So both teams fortunate there, neither got burned. So it'll be second down now, just over the 35-yard line for the Warriors.
The result of the play stands 2nd down and 2 for Brother Rice.
Still in the wishbone formation, Tim Hamilton and Joey Warner, the tight ends for Brother Rice. Lenzine takes the snap. They'll sweep with Devin Church. And that play is blown up in the backfield. Number 51, Brandon Tamaro, got through the line of scrimmage and brought down Church in the backfield to force a 3rd and long. So good are the Shamrock front 7. Strength specifically. They're able to engage the offense, and the Catholic Central off-season weightlifting program has received much attention over the years, and you see on plays like that where it's just raw strength as 3 blockers come flying in one direction. But again, number 51, Brandon Tamaro, able to power through it, get into the backfield and make a play. Rice facing 3rd and long. Lenzine to throw. In trouble, sacked. It was Tamaro again who got through it to him, and he is trying to fire up the Catholic Central crowd on the opposite side of the field. 4th down, Brother Rice will be forced to punt. Well, the penetration by Brandon Tamaro on both plays right there, able to give the Brother Rice, Devin Church and Tyler Lenzine, make them both very uncomfortable on both plays. So Rice will be forced to punt. 2 minutes and 40 seconds remain in the 3rd quarter. Still 10-3 Warriors. Snap is back. A nice kick here. Deep. The ball is fumbled. Still on the ground. Scrum for it. Rice says they have it. Officials trying to clear the pile off. Brother Rice football. Another turnover from Catholic Central. And Brother Rice has the football, 1st and 10 from the 25. It was number 41, David Racy, who fumbled that football. A great kick on that play by R.J. Bain, high and hanging down near the 25-yard line. And Racy could not get a great judge on it, fumbled it, and Brother Rice has an excellent opportunity to go up by 2 scores. It'll get a "We Are Brother Rice" chant from the crowd here at Adams Field.
46 yards, 1st down, Brother Rice.
Warriors back out on the field with their offense again. Deshaun Brown will get the carry. He follows his blockers, powering across the 20-yard line to the 17. Gain of 7 on 1st down. That'll bring up 2nd and 3. Brown, just a sophomore, one of 3 sophomores on this Warrior team. Jimmy Pickens checks into the game. Brown will get a break after that hard run. 2nd and 3 for the Warriors on the 18-yard line. Still in that wishbone formation. Lenzine appears to be audibling at the line of scrimmage. He'll fake a handoff now, try to get to Church. He's trying to stiff arm a man. He's trying to get to the corner and will. 15, cut back, knocked out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Lenzine saw a matchup he saw the defense give him something, appeared to change the play, and Devin Church gets outside for a 1st down. 1 minute, 33 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Deshaun Brown, Bennett Packer checking back into the game. Tim Hamilton and Pickens head to the sideline. Packer is your lead fullback. Brown and Church are your deep backs in the wishbone. Lenzine under center. Takes the snap. He'll hand out Brown. Cutting back inside off tackle. And he is met there by a host of Shamrocks and driven back for about a 3-yard gain. Just inside the 10-yard line.
38, Anthony D'Angelo. 20, Nick Urban made the stop.
Well, a turnover earlier by Catholic Central fumbling near midfield set up Brother Rice's first touchdown. Will a muffed punt set up a second one? 2nd and 8 from the 10-yard line. They'll fake the handoff, looking for Warner, corner of the end zone, overthrew him, or just off the fingertips. Joey Warner on a flag route to the back right corner of the end zone, and Lenzine just overthrew him. It looked like that was the play they've been trying to set up. Out of all those plays out of the wishbone, tried to slip Warner behind the safety there and did a tough throw and nearly a great catch by the junior. Spread formation for Brother Rice now on 3rd down and 8. Trips to the left-hand side of the screen. Lenzine appears to be audibling once again. Pickens the deep back. Takes a snap. Throws a slant route inside. It's tipped. Nearly intercepted in the end zone by the Shamrocks. Tyler Lenzine very fortunate on that play. That ball was not picked off. He saw single coverage there on the outside. Tried to fire to it, what looked like Brian Roney. Couldn't get it to him. Well, a huge play here now. 47 seconds left in the third. Brother Rice will send down the field goal unit. Adam Gorski already connected earlier in this game from 35 yards. That one was on the other end of the field to the left hash. He's got a little wind blowing into his face now. He'll kick with the ball spotted at the 17-yard line. 27-yard kick. Snap down. Kick up. On the way. Wide left. No good. And Brother Rice is unable to capitalize on an opportunity there. Huge. The Shamrock defense is able to hold, and this still stays a one-score game, 10-3, with 42.8 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Catholic Central's defense bailed out their special teams on that play. Let's see if their offense, rejuvenated by their defensive success, can come out and move the ball down the field. Shamrocks come out with an I formation. They'll hand off here to Dark Angelo. He breaks through the line of scrimmage and fights his way across the 25-yard line to the 26. Gain of 6 on the play. It'll be spring up 2nd down and 4. Tim Hamilton on the carry for Brother Rice. Pardon me, Tim Hamilton on the tackle for Brother Rice. Well, Brother Rice's defense has been asked so much during this game to come up and make the big play and to keep this potent Catholic Central offense off the scoreboard for the most part, and for nearly 3 quarters they have. Under 10 seconds left in the third. This should be the final play of the quarter. Bernie, snap. Hands off Dark Angelo. Cutting back against the grain, met by a host of Warriors and driving the pile forward, but it looks like he'll be just a touch short of the first down. That will do it for the third quarter. Our score at the half was 10-3. Our score at the end of the third, still 10-3. Brother Rice looking to upset the top-ranked Shamrocks of Detroit Catholic Central. We go to the fourth quarter here at Wayne State University's Adams Field in Detroit, Michigan. CC 10, Brother Rice 3. This is the Great American Rivalry Classics presented by the U.S. Air Force. We'll be right back.
Today's game Catholic Central is designated as a featured game for the nationwide 2010 Great American Rivalry Series. We wish to thank the Air Force and II Marketing for selecting this game as part of this exciting series which highlights games all across America. You can hear a podcast of today's game on the internet at GreatAmericanRivalry.com, which is going out live to our servicemen and women around the world on the II Broadcast Network.
Welcome back here to Adams Field. Attention fans, students, parents, and alumni of both Catholic Central and Brother Rice. The rush is on. You can receive free video highlights of today's game, the most exciting play, specifically directly to your mobile phone tomorrow. No, we're not joking. Just text BR for Brother Rice highlights or CC for Catholic Central highlights. Text both if you want the entire game to this number, 408-899-8888. Again, 408-899-8888 for a copy of all today's highlights to your mobile phone. 3rd and 1 for CC. They power ahead with their fullback and appear to have a first down. That's number 43, Andy Erickson on the carry. And he just gets across the 31-yard line and a first down for CC. 10-3 Rice leads it. 12-minute quarters we play, and we are now inside that final 12 minutes. The only game today in the MHSAA for varsity football is being played here at Wayne State between these two bitter rivals. Brother Rice looking to do what is plainly can be considered the unthinkable, upsetting the heavily favored and top-ranked Shamrocks. Bernie will hand off to Arcangelo to the middle of the field, and he is brought down for a gain of about 3 yards, just shy of the 35-yard line. Tim Hamilton make the tackle there for Brother Rice. A sophomore D'Arcangelo has had a very busy day receiving many of the carries for the Shamrocks' excellent backfield. They just churn out powerful running backs at the school like it's going out of style. CC now to a base side formation, 2 wide receivers. Play action now. Bernie steps up. He's in trouble. Hit. Ball into the middle of the field, and what a pass and a great catch. Looks like number 18 there for the Shamrocks, Kyle Cooper. Well, Mike Bernie did a great job eluding the Brother Rice pass rush there. Stepped up and delivered a strike to Bernie, who was being hit as he caught the ball. It's a Catholic Central first down to their own 45-yard line. 10 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the football game. Warriors still up 10-3. It's been that way since late in the second quarter when Devin Church powered his way in from 3 yards out for Brother Rice. Shamrocks now on the wing tee. Bernie will throw again. Quickly out of the backfield looking for his fullback, and he has him. That's Andy Erickson. And he'll pick up about 6 yards. Palmer make that about 5 yards. Mike Bouchard with the tackle there for the Warriors, getting Erickson out of bounds. We cannot be stressed enough. This Brother Rice defense has been on the field for a long time today. I've been asked to come up with some big plays. They forced 1 turnover, beneficiaries on a punt that was muffed earlier at the end, later at the end of the third quarter, but so far has been able to keep Catholic Central in check. Play action again. Bernie's going to throw. Wide open down the right sideline, and he overthrows his fullback. Justin Messner had all green in front of him, and Mike Bernie was getting pressured there by Levi Richards and Bua of Brother Rice, and had to unload the ball, but probably before he was able to set, still nearly completed it. And Messner is down on the field. After going out, he really laid out for that one down near the 25-yard line. And a huge break there for Brother Rice. Credit their pass rush, though. They were able to get to him and not allow him to plant his feet to set and throw, because if he was able to, that had 6 written all over it. An uncharacteristically hot day for Southeast Michigan this time of year. October 10th, obviously, is our day, and we're hovering just around 70 degrees here at Wayne State. Correction, make that around 75 degrees today here at Wayne State. It is an unseasonably warm fall afternoon here in Southeast Michigan, but a absolutely divine high school football between these two fantastic programs. Brother Rice playing for their season. They need to win out to guarantee themselves a spot in the state playoffs. CC already locked in. They want to continue their already 20-game winning streak. 3rd and 6 for the Shamrocks. Bernie to throw again. Plants, points, middle of the field. Caught, and a first down. That's number 83 on the catch for the Shamrocks, Matthew Donath. And this drive, the Shamrocks have gone to the air, and they have found success. And even when they haven't been able to complete passes, they've had open receivers. A huge conversion for Catholic Central keeps the drive alive. 9 minutes, 55 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. A turnover here by the Brother Rice defense would be massive. Bernie, play action. He'll throw again. He's got the fullback wide open again, and he overthrew him again. Led him too far. Andy Erickson. Man, oh man, you think Brother Rice is pressing hard on the front line there to account for Catholic Central's power running game. And man, oh man, have they had that play throughout the day. And for the third time, Mike Bernie unable to hit one of his backs, slipping out of the backfield on that wheel route. 2nd and 10. You got to imagine they're going to keep going to that because Rice has been unable to get a defender out there to successfully defend it. Five straight passing plays for Catholic Central. Incredibly uncharacteristic of CC. And it looks like we are going to get a timeout here called by Brother Rice on 2nd and 10. 10-3 our score. Brother Rice High School celebrating their 50th Golden Jubilee. Again, the school founded in the fall of 1960, playing their biggest rival, and not just football, across the entire athletic department for both schools. But football, a clear point where this rivalry began in the mid-1960s. They are in another classic today. The Shamrocks looking to stun the number one ranked, the Warriors looking to stun the number one ranked team in the state of Michigan. 9:31 left in the ball game. 10-3 Brother Rice. The time of possession in this game, we'll have the exacts for you in just a little bit, but has been very much in favor of Catholic Central. In the first half, CC held the ball for 17 minutes. Brother Rice only 7, and it's been a similar ratio here in the second half. Brother Rice missed if you're just joining us, the Warriors missed a field goal on their last drive from about 27 yards out. They were just inside the right. Hedem Gorski pushed it wide left. That could have made it a 2-score game. Instead, we are still here at a 1-score game, 10-3. CC needs a touchdown, though. Bernie on 2nd and 10. Quick slant, middle of the field, got his receiver, but short of the first down marker by about 2 yards. 6 straight passing plays for Catholic Central. That pass completed to Brandon Sullivan, the 6', 190-pound senior. And substitutions being made, and CC will bring their power lineup back onto the field. Oh, here's a huge play right here. 3rd down and 3 from the 37-yard line. Can Brother Rice's defense hold? Bernie, hands off. Tailback tripped up down to the 35, and I think he will just be short. That's number 48, Brett Gardner, who got his number called on that one, and that's going to bring up a 4th and 1. A huge play forthcoming here for both teams. Catholic Central in their power running game against Brother Rice's stalwart defensive line that has been excellent today. Bua, Richards, Hart up front. Catholic Central will come to the line on the wing tee. Reschke also up there as well. CC takes the snap, hands off to D'Arcangelo, and he powers his way for a Shamrock first down. Pardon me, 35 on the carry there for CC. Justin DiAgostino. But nevertheless, different number, different name, same result. Another Shamrock first down. 8 minutes and 7 seconds remaining. CC now will take 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Bernie will roll to his right here on this play. Cuts back, has room on the inside, and is taken down. It'll bring up 2nd down and short.
On the stop.
Second down and 5 from the 26-yard line here. Clock continuing to tick as another long drive here by the Shamrocks. 7 minutes and 13 seconds remain. Bernie under center. Play action. Looking for his fullback or tight end. He'll fire to the corner of the end zone. Intercepted! Travis Ferguson, the 3rd turnover of the game for Brother Rice. What a huge defensive play for the Warriors. Unbelievable. 6:54 left. 10-3 Brother Rice. And what an opportunity for the Warrior offense. This defense has been spectacular against the top-ranked team in the state of Michigan. Can they do it? They're 6 minutes and 54 seconds away from one of the most stunning upsets in the history of this rivalry. Lenzine fakes a handoff, cuts back now inside, and he'll gain 3, 4, pushing his way for 5 or 6 yards up to the 26-yard line. Brother Rice now 2nd and 4 from the 26-yard line. Clock continuing to tick. The Warriors are going to use all of this play clock, and they probably will for the majority of their plays. Wishbone formation for Lenzine. Under 5 left on the play clock. Gets the snap off. Hands off to inside to Devin Church. He is hit hard. Very close to a 1st down near the 30-yard line. Anthony Darkangelo with the tackle. And the Warriors look like they will substitute into a spread formation here on 3rd and inches. Ball is on the 29-yard line. We can almost call it the 30. 3rd and a foot for Brother Rice. 3 wide receivers split to the left. Jimmy Pickens is the lone setback. Working that play clock is Lenzine. Takes the snap, fakes a handoff, powers forward, and we are going to get a false start penalty. In the effort to hold the ball, Lenzine stayed under center too long, and one of those offensive linemen got a lean going a little too early. I think we're going to see a false start penalty on Rice unless they're going to say CC leaned over. Let's see here what the officials say. False start on Brother Rice. It is. That left side of the offensive line. That's very tough for an offensive line when you get down, especially in these tense moments. You're working the play clock like that. It's a long time to be in your stance, and it hurts the Warriors there. Clock still continues to tick, though. 5 minutes and 10 seconds remain, but it's going to push Rice back to a 3rd and 6 as opposed to 3rd and 1. What will they come out with here? Interesting, they'll go back to the wishbone formation. Joey Warner, tight end to the right. Tim Hamilton, tight end on the left-hand side. Brown and Church, your deep backs. Lenzine nearly fumbles the snap. Quick pitch out there to Brown, gets a nice block. Cuts inside over the 30. 1st down, Warriors. Devin Church staying on his feet. Got a great block out in front of him. And a huge 1st down for Brother Rice. Keeps the clock going. We are under 5 minutes to play in the game. 4 minutes, 35 seconds left. Brother Rice, 3-3, needs to win out to get to the MHSAA state playoffs. 1st and 10 now. They'll hand off to their senior tailback. Jimmy Pickens stays on his feet. Now to the 38-yard line. A great hard run there by Pickens, a senior captain. Second down and 5 for Brother Rice. We're going to get a whistle. And it appears a timeout has been called by CC. The Shamrocks will burn their first timeout with 4 minutes remaining. But we've talked about throughout this game some of the great matchups in the history of these programs, and I can't stress enough how often, how rare it's been for one team to be so heavily favored coming in. But it has happened on occasion. Both sides experience where Rice has been favored over Catholic Central significantly, or CC has been favored vice versa. And when it comes from a standpoint of upsets, and really great upsets, there have been upsets. But I'll be honest, folks, again, and it's far from a done deal. This thing has the makings of arguably one of, if not the, greatest in the history of this rivalry. The Shamrocks, a 20-game winning streak, undefeated, ranked number 1 in both the Detroit News, Detroit Free Press, and Oakland Press papers here in the state of Michigan. It's been a long time since they've lost. Rice has struggled this season, but have played for their lives the last 2 weeks, and they're trying to do it for a third consecutive one. 2nd down and 5. Church met at the line of scrimmage and brought down. He falls forward for about a gain of 1.5, call it 2 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 3 from the 41-yard line. CC not using a timeout here. They still have 2 left. Brother Rice still has 2 left. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3 from the 41-yard line. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the football game. Rice leads it by a touchdown. Lenzine, shotgun, 3 wide receivers left. He'll take it. Fakes a handoff. Will follow. Has space. 1st down. He's drilled just over midfield, but it's another 1st down for Brother Rice. Andrew Nelson made the tackle for the Shamrocks on that one, but a huge play as the Brother Rice offensive line seems to continue to get stronger as this game goes forward. I'll be honest, folks. Remarkable what we're seeing, and we thank you for joining us here on iHigh.com. A truly spectacular effort we are seeing from the Brother Rice Warriors today. Lenzine fakes a handoff, goes to Sean Brown. The sophomore breaks a tackle, spins, breaks off a man. Brown over the 30-yard line, drags a man down inside the 25, past the 20. 1st down, Brother Rice, down to the 18-yard line. Wow, that offensive line is driving, and Deshaun Brown carries the Catholic Central defense down inside the 20-yard line. What a run by the sophomore. The effort Brown displayed on that play, spectacular, the only way to describe it. Absolutely spectacular. The Shamrocks play power football as good as anyone. The Warriors doing a fair share of it themselves today as well. 2 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. Rice in field goal range, but a touchdown might end it. Lenzine working the clock. CC still has 2 timeouts left. They've yet to use it. Now he'll get under center. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Takes the snap. Hands off to his senior tailback, Pickens. The line driving forward. Pickens, another 4 or 5 yard gain. That's the big tight end, number 44, Joey Warner, leading the push on that one. Junior from St. Regis Middle School. Listen to this crowd. Catholic Central uses its second timeout. It has only one remaining. Brother Rice has 2nd and 6 on the 24-yard line. A first down here ends the football game, plain and simple. And what would be, probably, we'll let the coaches decide afterwards, one of the greatest upsets, not just in the history of this storied program, but in the history of this great rivalry between the Shamrocks and the Warriors. Deshaun Brown, the sophomore tailback, only one of 3 sophomores up here for Brother Rice, has been excellent today. Devin Church will join him in the backfield. The man doing it in front of him, though, who hasn't gotten enough credit, Austin Eccles, that lead fullback. They'll sweep to Church. Gets a great block from Brown. Cuts inside. First down to the 5-yard line, and that might do it. That might do it, everybody. Deshaun Brown threw a great kick-out block in front of Devin Church. Allowed him to cut back inside. 1st and goal on the 5. Brother Rice looks like a different team from what we saw from them in the first 4 weeks of the season. A completely different football team. Warriors will break the huddle. CC still with 1 timeout left. They have not elected to use it. 1:45 left. You just got to hold on to the football here. Wishbone formation. Lenzine takes the snap. Hands off. Inside to his big fullback. That's Bennett Packer, and he is just short of the goal line. Down to the 1. And look who's trotting back onto the field. Senior captain Jim Pickens. 1:15 remaining in the football game. The Brother Rice crowd on pins and needles. They can sense it. That team can sense it. Coaching staff can sense it. We feel the energy up here in the booth. 2nd and goal from the 1. Under a minute left. Pickens will take the handoff. Powers forward. Touchdown, Warriors!
Touchdown, Brother Rice. Number 38, Jimmy Pickens down the carry.
Truly remarkable. Only way to put it. Truly remarkable. Adam Gorski will attempt an extra point. Brother Rice 16, Catholic Central 3. Snap, down, kick up. Good. And folks, if you take a look at that scoreboard, unbelievable is the only way to describe it. Warriors 17, Shamrocks 3. 51 seconds remain. And arguably the greatest upset in the history of this great rivalry is nearly complete.
Please remain off of the playing field. There will be a post-game ceremony. We ask that you please keep the field clear. Thank you.
Take a look at the Brother Rice sideline. The excitement in this group. The sense of accomplishment they have to nearly be feeling. Deshaun Brown looks exhausted down there as he high-fives teammates. Tyler Lenzine, the senior quarterback, that is giving life to his team and program as they fight to make the playoffs. Gorski kicks this ball out of the end zone. And we have got a near fight down here in front of us. That was number 68, John Lawless. Kind of a fitting last name, actually. Coach Al Fracassa now out there, getting in the face of the officials and not happy about what Lawless did to one of his players. And the crowd will tell the story. Well, certainly some frustration on the Catholic Central side. Make no bones about it, though. Regardless of the loss that CC will likely suffer today, still an excellent football team that will be a force to be reckoned with in the Division I state playoffs, and certainly you can say will be a favorite when they get to that stage. CC already with their 6 wins, they will be playing into late October and November. Brother Rice, this gives them another week to live on the edge, and the schedule doesn't get any easier. Indianapolis Cathedral next up. They're going to rule offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, and the play will stand, and CC will get the ball on the 20-yard line. But a trip next week to Indianapolis Cathedral, a team that thumped the Warriors a year ago. Brother Rice will once again be charged with the difficult task of knocking off a top-ranked team. But clearly today, they have demonstrated they are not only capable of doing so, but can and will do so. There's a pass out here to the left sideline. Caught, breaks the tackle as the Catholic Central receiver slips out of bounds. That's number 18, Kyle Cooper, as Mike Burney completes a pass to him. The biggest testament you probably have to give in this one to the Brother Rice defense is that last series that we saw Catholic Central play where they ended up throwing an interception in the end zone. Attempted 8 passes on that drive. Cannot stress how uncharacteristic that is for a Catholic Central football team, and whether that's Brother Rice's defensive schemes or they thought they had an opportunity for it. Interception again for the Warriors. Guess who it is? Jadu down the left sideline. That will do it. That's going to do it for the Warriors. Laurent Jadu. He has been all over the field today. All over the field today on the defensive side of the ball, and he ices it. That young man, a 5'11", 195-pound senior. The talk before this game so much was going to be, yes, Brother Rice had a chance to win, but it was going to take some exceptional performances by guys you weren't 100% sure could give exceptional performances. And that's certainly not to say that Mr. Jadu isn't capable of it, but what offensive performance and a shot in the arm he gave the Warriors today. And there's probably the best play of the game that Coach Alfred Costa has seen. They'll need to do it one more time. The Brother Rice crowd stands to its feet. A standing ovation for its Warriors. They don't need to snap the ball again. In one of the greatest upsets in the history of this great rivalry, Brother Rice has defeated Catholic Central. 17-3, a defensive showcase put on by the Warriors on the number one team in the state of Michigan. Catholic Central's 20-game winning streak comes to an end, and Brother Rice improves to 4-3 as their hopes for the MHSAA state playoffs stay alive. They'll have Indianapolis Cathedral next week in Indianapolis. CC, they still have St. Mary's remaining on their schedule. Again, Shamrock's already in the state playoffs as they now fall to 6-1. Just a spectacular sight here at Adams Field and Wayne State for Brother Rice fans all over. Again, we want to remind all fans, students, parents, and alumni, and anybody with an association of this football game. The rush is on. You can now receive free video highlights of today's game, the most exciting plays specifically, directly to your mobile phone tomorrow. It is possible. Just text BR for Brother Rice's highlights, or text CC for Catholic Central's highlights, or text both if you want all of them. This is the number you need to text it to, 408-899-8888. Again, 408-899-8888. visit the Rush tent at the south end zone today for those fans that are here. But again, what a spectacular display as the Brother Rice team heads to its student section to celebrate with the student body. What a 50th birthday present for Brother Rice High School. They knock off their most heated rival and arguably the greatest upset in the history of this rivalry. This has been one of the great this game part of the Great American Rivalry Series presented by the United States Air Force. Again, from Adams Field here at Wayne State University in Detroit, Michigan. Brother Rice, 17. Catholic Central, 3. Both teams' seasons will continue on, but for the Warriors, this one will be extra sweet. Enjoy your Sunday afternoon, everybody.